Today we'll learn about do-while loop in C++. Let's start with its syntax. We write it, do, then statements which execute in curly braces, then, while, in which we write condition. Do is the keyword to demonstrate that it is do-while loop. In curly braces, we write our statements. Then after curly braces, in, while, we write our condition. In do-while loop, initially, one time the statement executes without checking the condition. After the statement is executed, the condition is checked. So, do-while loop must execute one time before checking the condition. This is the main difference in while loop and do-while loop. When condition becomes false, then it gets out of the loop. Let's take an example. Suppose, you want to print numbers from 0 to 3. Then initially, number is 0. Let's say, the number is I is equal to 0. Then we write do-while loop. We write do keyword. Then we have to write statements, so as we have to print I, so I write cout I. Then I is increment. Then while keyword to write our condition. As in our case, we want numbers 0, 1, 2 and 3, so as we want the numbers starting with 0 and are less than or equal to 3, so we write I is less than and equal to 3. This is our condition. So, first of all, it prints I to 0. Then increments I. So, I becomes 1. Then it checks condition. Then if condition is true, it goes above prints I and increments it. And this process remains continue as long as condition is true. Now let's understand how this is working. First of all, it is on the first line, I is 0, then it goes there, prints I is 0. I print there, 0. Then it goes to next line. Increments I, so I becomes 1, 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. Then it checks condition. Is I is less than equal to 3? As I is 1 now. So I check. Is 1 is less than equal to 3? Yes, it is true. So, it goes above in do. Prints I is 1. I print there, 1. Then it increments I. It becomes 2 now. Then checks condition of I. Now I is 2. Is 2 is less than equal to 3? Yes, it is true. So, it goes above there, prints I to 2 now. Then increments I there. Now I becomes 3. Then it goes there, checks condition, now I is 3. Is 3 is less than equal to 3? Yes, it is true. So it goes there, prints I to 3. Then it increments I, it becomes 4 now. Then it goes there, checks condition. Is 4 is less than equal to 3? No. It is false. 4 is not less than or equal to 3. So, it gets out of loop and loop ends. So, our output is 0, 1, 2, and 3. We print numbers from 0 to 3. So, we see that, at first it executes without checking the condition and after that it runs again and again in a loop as long as condition is true. When condition becomes false, it gets out of the loop. So, hope you understand the concept. So, let's move on and write the same program in Dev C. Let's go. Open source file and start writing with me. First of all, we write hash include iostream, which is our header file. Then using namespace std. Then main function, int main. Now our program is going to start. So, initially our number is 0. So, we write, int I is equal to 0. Now, we write do-while loop. Then our statements. I write cout I and then end L to bring it to next line. Then increments I. Then while our conditions is I less than equal to 3, so that we can print numbers from 0 to 3. And then last, we write return 0. So, save your program. And let's execute it and then see what happens. So, you see it prints 0, 1, 2, and 3. And it prints next number on next line because I write end L. So, it brings the next output on the next line. So, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, throw in the comments section and see you in the next video.